We need to continue to rally behind that middle road, inclusive, respectful conversation. There's such a good story to tell with our resources in our energy sector, and we need to all be a part of that solution.
Hi, welcome to 5 by 5, where we ask energy experts 5 questions in 5 minutes. I'm Rachel Gregory, and today we're chatting with Cody Battershill of Canada Action. Cody, this segment is very timely given talk in the news about the potential cancellation of Keystone XL pipeline. What implications will this have on Canada if this goes through?
Disappointing. Benefactors of blocking and delaying this project since its inception have been other oil producers that export oil to the United States. And those countries do not often have the same or anywhere near close to the same climate or environmental or human rights standards. So that's who wins by this. And it's unfortunate that when we are talking about Canadian pipelines, there's still groups and people out there that are making it a polarized issue, and they're not looking at the facts. They're not looking at Canada's record of continual improvement on climate, on environment, and they don't want to actually acknowledge the fact that, you know, blocking this pipeline is not going to do anything to reduce oil demand. It's going to simply help these other countries who have weaker standards.
The world needs Canadian energy, but what does that really mean, you know, from an impact statement? We know it's jobs, better economy, but we know it's more than that.
It's our home heat, transportation system, thousands and thousands of products, everything in our lives, everything comes from natural resources, playing sport, going on family holidays, medicines, a lot of our fertilizer. It's just important that we understand how the world works. And when we do that, we should be, I believe, champions of countries like Canada that have the most responsible supply, the most dedication and commitment to continual improvement and constantly reducing our footprint. That is the Canadian way. Canada should be a supplier of choice.
So how did you become Cody Battershill oil and gas advocate?
Going back to 2010, I was in Vancouver. I saw a cosmetics company that was had a bunch of people protesting to shut down the dirty Canadian oil sands. And that as a realtor, my job was dependent upon a strong economy. And I had numerous clients that were in oil and gas. I'm so proud of our oil and gas industry, but I'm also proud of our broader full spectrum energy industry, our record on renewables, hydroelectricity and non-emitting power generation and clean technology and all these great things we should really be proud of and we should really be informed of.
With social media and your Twitter and all these things and conversations around energy, it's making it easier to bring people together. Yet perhaps in some ways it's also making it easier to divide us. What can all of this teach us about being Canadian and, you know, being better people to each other online and in person in our conversations?
Well, I think first and foremost, there's this giant void of information that existed about our oil and gas industry. It has been so absolutely important to make sure that people have access to the facts, to balance, and so that our opinions can be based on the truth. We need to get away from the polarization, the politicization, and the negativity and the fear that a lot of these anti-pipeline groups are pushing. We need to continue to rally behind that middle road, inclusive, respectful conversation. There's such a good story to tell with our resources in our energy sector, and we need to all be a part of that solution.
I want to take it back to Canada Action before we end this. What is your mission?
Our mission is to build bridges amongst all Canadians, all provinces, and all parts of the country to stay non-partisan, respectful, fact-driven, inclusive, and positive. And we want to keep being a provider of balanced, informed facts and conversation, and we want to continue to bring people together.
Thank you so much for taking this time, and we look forward to seeing what else Canada Action has in store.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.